In the ever-competitive world of football, the struggle to maintain a tight grip on your star players is a challenge that clubs face. While some football clubs manage to retain their top talent and build formidable squads, others find themselves in the unfortunate position of being labeled as selling clubs. Let's look at 5 teams with the best sold lineups. The first on our list is inevitably AS Monaco. Monaco made their comeback to be one of the best in Ligue 1 again after winning the title in 2016-17. This success came at a cost though. In the last few years, Monaco has sold almost the entire core of the team that won the league title. Let's check out their sold 11 if they were still intact. Starting with the goalkeeper is Monaco's academy product, Stéphane Ruffier. The goalie had the opportunity to move to Manchester City in 2011, but opted to join his current club, Saint Etienne, and has been absolutely vital to them. Our fullbacks include Maiken and Eric Abidal. Maiken moved to Inter Milan from Monaco, reaching his peak and being hailed as the world's best right-back during his time there. Eric Abidal, known for his strength and intelligence, is considered one of the finest defenders in French football of the past 15 years. After a brief stint at Monaco, Abidal found his peak at Barcelona, where he became a legendary fullback. Our center-backs would be Abdou Diallo and Fabinho. Diallo, who played a role in Monaco's title win in 2016-17, chose Borussia Dortmund for £28 million. PSG picked him up after his incredible stints there and now plays with the Qatar club Al Arabi. Fabinho, once a CB at Monaco, transformed into a top-tier defensive midfielder for Liverpool after a £50 million move. Midfielders would include Tiémoué Bakayoko, James Rodriguez, and Yaya Touré. Bakayoko, after leaving Monaco, has been utilized by many clubs due to his formidable prowess. The player currently plays for AC Milan. After leaving Monaco, James Rodriguez, the Golden Boy, joined Real Madrid and his career skyrocketed. As for Touré, he moved from Olympiacos to Monaco and had a brief period at Barcelona, but his time at Manchester City truly established him as the greatest African midfielder in the world. He was a complete midfielder in his prime, excelling in dribbling, defending, and scoring. Let's move on to the forwards now. Kylian Mbappe will be the striker. He is currently considered one of the world's best players and plays for PSG. The striker played for Monaco and was sold to PSG for a staggering $145 million with $35 million add-ons. Real Madrid is presently keeping a keen eye on buying him. Thierry Henry will be our left winger, with Bernardo Silva being our right one. Henry's early days at AS Monaco didn't showcase his prowess as a goal scorer. However, it was his remarkable tenure at Arsenal that elevated him to one of the greatest strikers in history and a standout in Premier League annals. Arsenal also recognizes him as their finest player ever. Bernardo Silva, on the other hand, joined Monaco in 2014. He was sold to Manchester City in the 2016-17 season, and since then, the midfielder cum winger has been among the very best in the business.
Sorry to interrupt, but before we continue, I have to tell you guys about Sorare, a fully verified and trusted website where you can invest in sports stars and build your fantasy teams. Put your sports knowledge to work and make profits. Sign up through the link in the description to get a free card.
Number 2 on our list is FC Basel. The team has notably nurtured talents who achieved remarkable feats after their time with Basel and set new records in various competitions. So here is an exile of stars who played for the Swiss Giants. Our goalkeeper will be Jan Sommer. The 29-year-old joined Gladbach after leaving Basel as their first-choice goalkeeper and earned a reputation as one of the best goalkeepers in the league and Europe. The player currently plays with Inter Milan. Fullbacks would include Manuel Akanji and Michael Long. Akanji joined Borussia Dortmund from Basel, where he performed incredibly well and was ultimately bought by European giants Manchester City. At the same time, Long's prowess led him to Mönchengladbach, and now he is back with Basel again. Our center backs involve Alexander Dragovic and Fabian Schär. Both Dragovic and Schär have honed their skills in Bayer Leverkusen and Newcastle United, respectively, and have been quite instrumental. Our midfield trio would include Mohamed Elneny, Granit Xhaka, and Ivan Rakitic. Elneny has been formidable for Arsenal ever since he joined along with Granit Xhaka, while Ivan Rakitic, after leaving Basel, went on to become a legendary midfielder at FC Barcelona before joining Sevilla. As for forwards, we have the incomparable Mohamed Salah on the right wing, Xherdan Shaqiri on the left, and Breel Embolo as our striker. Salah is undoubtedly one of the best right wingers in the world, currently playing with Liverpool. Salah's teammate Shaqiri was instrumental in Liverpool and currently plays with Chicago FC. Mbolo is also considered a versatile forward, now shining at AS Monaco. Third on our list is FC Porto. Porto's recognition as a global elite has diminished significantly due to routinely cashing out their top players. Here's their sole lineup. Jose Sa, now at Wolverhampton Wanderers, would stand as the first choice for the goalkeeper position. He is widely regarded as the best shot stopper in the Premier League at the moment. The defensive line would be fortified by a combination of familiar faces, Pepe and Nicolas Otamendi, both of whom moved on to Real Madrid and Manchester City respectively. Both also evolved to become the best defenders of their respective clubs. You can also add Eder Militao if you want, considering the fact that he is doing wonders with Real Madrid at the moment. Meanwhile, Thiago Silva, another legendary defender, would anchor the right-back role. Ruben Neves, an essential figure at Wolves, and João Moutinho, an influential presence at Monaco and Wolves, would orchestrate the center of the midfield. For the defensive midfielder, we opt for Casemiro. He played a pivotal role in Real Madrid's 3 consecutive UEFA Champions League victories and remains widely recognized as one of the best in the field. For the left wing position, we will include James Rodriguez. His career skyrocketed when he joined Real Madrid at a whopping 63 million euros, becoming the most expensive footballer at that time. He has been consistently praised for his technique and playmaking skills. As for the right wing, the world-class talent of Luis Diaz will make him an undeniable choice. Completing the triumphant trio, the legendary Radamel Falcao, once feared worldwide, began his career at Porto and eventually found his peak as Atletico Madrid's iconic striker in 2011. Southampton is another team renowned for brilliance in producing talented players from their academy and their sleek moves in the transfer markets. This is their best sold lineup in the last decade. For the goalie, we will be opting for Angus Gunn. His promising start for Southampton showcased his talent. He was eventually signed off to Stoke City on loan and now plays with Norwich City, being quite influential there. For the right back, we will opt for the talented Nathaniel Clyne. His impressive skills at the position have earned him a move to Crystal Palace after multiple successful seasons with Liverpool. Our 2 center backs would be Virgil van Dijk and Jose Fonte. Van Dijk has gone on to become the best defender in the world with Liverpool. Fonte, on the other hand, also has a stellar defensive prowess. After leaving Southampton, he has been immensely influential with Lille. For the left back, we have Luke Shaw. Shaw's evolution into one of the Premier League's top left backs has made his departure from Southampton a significant gain for Manchester United. Moving on to the central midfield, Adam Lallana and Dusan Tadic take the spots, with Pierre-Emile Højbjerg being the defensive midfielder. Despite battling injuries, Lallana's early promise at Southampton caught Liverpool's eye, even if he couldn't fully replicate it at Anfield. He is still considered a top-notch midfielder of the Premier League. Tadic's move to Ajax redefined his career, with standout performances and accolades, marking his success in Eredivisie. Now for the big boys in the attack. We have Gareth Bale on the right wing, Sadio Mane to the left, and Danny Ings as the striker. The breakthroughs they have got with their respective clubs after leaving Southampton have been second to none. Last up is Benfica. In the goalkeeper position, the competition is fierce, featuring Jan Oblak and Ederson. While Ederson's journey to Manchester City elevated him to the echelons of the world's best goalkeepers, Jan Oblak, having made his mark at Atletico Madrid, has established himself as a standout choice. Taking the left-back spot is Fabio Contrao, who transitioned to Real Madrid from Benfica and secured legendary status in the defense of the Spanish powerhouse. The central defense slots are occupied by David Luiz and Ruben Dias, both evolving into world-class Chelsea and Manchester City defenders. João Cancelo, who became one of the premier fullbacks globally, claims the right-back position after his early stint at Benfica. The central midfield trio boasts Ramiro Santos, Enzo Fernandez, and Nemanja Matic, all of whom played pivotal roles at their respective clubs. Ramirez's career peaked when he left Benfica for Chelsea. Moving to the forward line, options flourish. Bernardo Silva could grace the right wing, while Angel Di Maria also emerges as a strong candidate. Darwin Núñez is the left winger, with João Felix leading the line. Now that's a squad anyone would want. That's right, folks. Thank you for tuning in and joining us for the video. If you enjoyed what you saw, remember to show your support by liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment down below. Your feedback means a lot to us.